that right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's an old coal, well, and there's a coal seam that runs through here.
Oh.
And the coal seam, the water comes off the hillside, and basically the water drops onto the coal seam and then comes out and drops out. So even a week ago when it was as dry as can be, this was all wet in here. So we need to make sure that we manage that control and it doesn't create a problem for us. So we put this pipe in, dug this back so that we could get back in there and make sure that it stays away from the right of way. Kind of did that stuff.
That's good. See, engineering can be useful.
It is. I had to engineer this. So this is our tunnel that we built, and this is the third tunnel we got on the property. This is the newest one. It's a little over 100 feet long. That's so cool. And yeah, I had to design this for the weight on the top and everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the side loads and stuff that are there as well. So I end up using
Gorilla Glue.
You know, well, it's almost like that, but it's that, and we use glue, and we also used fastener.
All yours need glue.
Yep. This kind of gives you a little flavor. But yeah, this is the extension, and I had to put all the dirt back in after I got it all dug out and everything, which for a small tractor took us a lot of time to get back in here.
Well, yeah, and then have it fall back in.
Correct.
Yeah, being soft mud, wet, you know.
Yeah, so we tried to get it in here, get it tamped down, get it, so it's going to settle over the next few years. And I said, I ain't gonna, I'm not gonna compact it in. Well, I'll let it settle itself, and we'll go from there. So, but it's kind of nice because this is a really nice area back here. This was the last area we hadn't made it into because of the water and other issues. There's a swamp on the side over here, which really, it's not really a swamp. This used to be mined. Like if you look at this hillside right here, okay, that's old spoil from a coal mining days. So part of this property in the back was coal mined, and that seam that I showed you earlier was actually what they mined.
And now that you look around, the trees aren't that mature, so
Yes.
I guess if you're aware of that, you look around, you can see what's done. Because I mean, those trees are only probably like 50 years old.
Correct. That's correct. So all that spoil side and stuff like that, and that's where some of the water comes off this coal seam too, because the old high wall pit they're still up there on top of the hill.
Okay.
And the water fills up in there as lakes, and then it starts seeping through the ground and it comes out. This is one of the places it comes out. Right. Now what's really nice, and on the railroad that's operating right now.
So Kelly has her own locomotive too?
Oh yeah, she has her own locomotive. 18 or 19 cars on top of the 3 engines that we have. And that's my trailer there, the gray one. That's where a lot of my stuff is in. I'll haul it as well. Usually this time of year I'm going to go to Michigan. I go down to Tennessee. There's a big track down there too. I was in Florida in February.
Yeah.
I got mine too. All right, we're going to do that.
What's that? We're going to take this set to Jerry.
Okay. That's it.
I want to go for a ride. I didn't.
Well, we're going to go for a ride now. So this is Kelly's. Oh, me. So he's one of our younger guys that work out here. He helps immensely. He does a lot of our, well, not a lot of. He does our mowing and spraying and anything he's done, maintenance on equipment and stuff like that. Cool. He actually works for the railroad as well.
Oh, really?
I went to school with these two guys.
Oh.
Paul and Chris. His name.
So they're the ones that beat you up.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I gotta get a catch on you when I can.
Yeah, I know. But so this is Kelly's engine.
Well, we just step on that.
Oh, it's a switch. Oh, I need to fix it. Hey, Nate. Or actually, could you?
Straight,
this in?
Pincado, you broke it.
No, no. All right. Thank you, sir. What's that?
Does the sound even work
It does.
when it wants to?
You're welcome. Thank you, sir. I'll try. So this is 1 inch scale, and it's 7.5 inch gauge. So if we took 7.5 and multiplied by 8, which is that scale. And so people will run narrow gauge on here too. It's kind of odd to think about, but narrow gauge is 2 3/4 diameter in full scale. So when you think about 7.5, the narrow gauges are actually bigger than the standard gauge. Yeah. Because, you know, if you think about it, right, normally you're getting smaller gauge for your narrow gauge, right? Well, if your gauge is set, that means they got to be bigger than the standard stuff because your gauges are changing.
construction over there.
Constantly shitting on other people. Yeah, a lot of people run lawnmower companies to go off. Running these things at night. Oh yeah. Really
That'd be cool.
it's a whole different environment. It's flag out here. Some nights you get spring and fall, you're making different in the valley. You're right. Spread out. It's really pretty cool. meet somebody coming down.
Is that reverse?
What's that?
Is that reverse?
It does. But nonetheless, if they're
Right.
coming down at a heavy speed,
Right.
I've seen collisions with them. That's about right there.
Would you run out of juice? Or? Derailed?
Yeah, that's a spot.
This one's usually pretty good if I have a spot.
It'll help.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
So this was the original group we had up here.
Yeah. You're right there. There, you hit it. There. Just you're right on top of it, so you're pushing the knuck. So I told Kelly, I said there's enough flat for us to pull the train around. I think she was over that orange one when she did this. If you saw me down that one track, guy is this thing, he got this set up from an estate sale down in Florida somewhere. You see that caboose? That's a toy box.
Is it? I was wondering about that.
That's a toy box caboose. From like J.C. Penney from like the 70s.
You're clear. See the translation? 280 is what it is. So, and it's 1/8 scale, and it's a replica of the actual Pennsylvania engine.
Okay, so it's faithful to something that actually exists.
Correct. It is. I'm not going to say it's an exact replica, but it is. It's close to scale as you can get to a replica. So I usually run with this off.
And then you got a little shovel and you're
Yep.
feeding the
Yep.
firebox?
Yep. Here's the firebox right here. Mhm.
Okay.
There's grates in there. These are my valves, control systems. This is so I can see how much water is in it. It's a sight glass.
Sight glass, yep.
So this is my pressure, boiler pressure, and this is my air tank pressure.
Is that the real throttle?
What's that?
Is that the real throttle?
The throttle is actually right here.
Okay.
Going down the log.
This is
My
actually,
engine and coasting mode.
how do I describe it? This is almost like the forward and reverse.
Oh, okay. I
It
see.
manages the
I see.
cylinder or the gear. The gear is my correct description. It manages.
The equivalent of a transmission.
Yes,
the way the rods.
transmission. Exactly, your rod
Yeah.
control. Yes.
Right.
So, and then this is a lubricate. This is a lubricator right here for the cylinders. And on this side, these two pumps here are real live steam pumps.
Okay.
So when the full size ones, they were all air, but one of them is actually designed for water, and the other one is designed for air. So these tanks here and the tank over here, those are real air tanks, and I pressurize those with the cylinder, with that
And that's for your brake?
water pump, and that's for the brakes. And I control the brakes right here. This is my air brakes.
Okay.
And I've got a gauge here. It tells me how much air I'm putting into the system. And then this is my reservoir air right here. So I know how much I've
Wow,
got.
so it is like a real steam engine. You got your injector, get the
Yep.
temperature up real quick, and
Yep, I got an injector here. It's not on because it was winterized. I have to put it on. I have an injector. I got 3 points of water input. The 2 injectors and the water pump.
so you need that flash steam.
So it's, yeah. And then the 2 safeties sit on here.
Yeah, is there a blow off valve somewhere?
Yeah, these are
Right.
safeties right here. But like I said, I got to put it back together because I had it winterized. The one thing is, you can't leave water in it.
Oh yeah, right.
And since I took it to Florida, when I was down there, I had to re-winterize it and make sure that there wasn't any any water in anything. So.
Where the water gets heated through the tubes.
Correct. And also around the face of the. See in there?
Okay, yeah, yeah.
See the tubes, and there's a grate in the bottom, and basically.
So the hot or the ash falls through the grate. That's
Through the grate, that's the bottom, correct. Yep. And then so this is the firebox. This part here is the firebox. Yeah, you can use that.
That's
too.
what I was
Yeah.
a flashlight there.
Yeah, here.
If it works.
Notice I had it.
Hey, here we go.
There you go.
Yeah, now you can really see it.
Okay. So you so this is the firebox. Runs from basically here to here. And all the way around it, okay, is water. And even in the back, on this back wall, there's water.
So it's a jacket.
It's a jacket. And that's where most of the heating or most of the heating happens, is in this area right here.
Okay.
And then this is your boiler, where all the water is, and then it's got the boiler tubes that run through it. for your exhaust, for your firebox. So it flows through there and adds some additional heat to the water. So basically, you're managing all of this stuff here, and operating as well.
What becomes operating temperature of the water then?
So
Once it's hot.
yeah. So this runs at 125 psi is the top.
Right.
At 125 psi, I think we're at 375. I think is what the
Where the
conversion.
right,
Yeah,
right,
but
for
I think
pressure.
around 375 is what the temperature is. But obviously, it's
But
super
that-
hot steam.
Right. But the operating temperature of the water itself, is it pretty constant then?
Yeah.
If
So
it's heated.
So the stoichiometrics of the water, as pressure goes in a vessel with water,
Right.
as pressure goes up, temperature goes up.
Right.
Okay. So at 125 psi, you're at about 375 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, so when it's warm, when it's running, the water in the boiler is at 375.
Correct.
Okay, that's
But and pressurized at 125.
right. So
PSI.
that's like you're going 212.
Correct.
The pressure's keeping
Right.
it.
If you open these blowouts,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's superheated steam.
It's
because
superheated
coming out
steam.
the atmosphere now.
correct, and that's where you get all your energy. So yeah, when you dump these into the cylinders from the pistons, you're flashing it, and that's where you get your energy at.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I never even thought about it. I
Yeah.
know the concept, but
Yeah,
I never
yeah,
put
yeah.
it all together. Right? Makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
Yeah.
Because you flash it off at atmosphere, and now you've got a tremendous amount of pressure.
Yep.
Because you held it pressurized.
Correct. Boxcar, boost. These are gons. That's a mill gon. These were used in the steel industry to haul really large, long pieces of steel out of steel mills. It's one of my favorite cars, actually. It's a little narrower, but a lot longer. I've got other things as well that I got covered hoppers that are up on top of the hill in one of my storage areas. So these are just some of the cars I carry with me when I.
Oh, so this isn't even all of them.
No, this isn't all of them. I got.
This is just your favorite ones.
Yeah. Well, these are the ones that I carry. Yeah. These are the ones that will fit in my trailer.
Okay.
And no more room. Literally, I have no more room. So I figured out which cars would fit and what I needed
You
to
can
carry.
make more room. You can put something above the engine there.
Well, I could. The problem is I ran out of weight capacity.
Oh, there you go.
That's what I told Kelly. I said, I need a new trailer. She's like, all right, you get a new trailer. It just means you got to call more stuff. I'm like, yeah, probably, but yeah.
Very narrow shovel and just try to clean it all out and make it a little cleaner.
Okay, thank you. Is the safety up on that
It's
side?
got one on it.
So these have storage. Sometimes I need to add a little extra weight. That's what that is. But these are seats, so I can throw on this car.
on
If I need
top.
a couple other seats, I can throw those on. This is what I have to pull in. So those were originally full when I went to
So how long
Florida.
you been doing
this scale about 11, 12 years.
Because I mean, you accumulated. I can tell you accumulated all
Yes.
the secret
Yes.
sauces here
Yes.
to make things work.
I'm trying to make it all work. That's the key. So.